after last week's superb episode, Canary Cry is sort of like we reached the climax of season 4, and it's sort of downward from this episode until the last few. And honestly, this episode, while it was good, there was some issues with it. This episode was great because, in a certain way, because the flashbacks were, provided some background between Laurel and some report from about Laurel and Oliver and their past relationship. And it was actually very nicely put together. It wasn't cringe where the Oliver Felicity junk that we have to deal with in the present, and I actually liked it. And the members, everybody of Team Arrow and Quentin dealt with their grief in different ways. And really, the thing that was great, the fight scene that was fantastic, is when Diggle tried to take out Rube Adams. Like, I don't know what it was about that scene, but I really, really liked it. So there was that aspects to it, and the aspect that Diggle was so overcome with anger that he didn't want to help out Oliver, which, it makes sense. Diggle's had moments like that. Oliver's had moments like that. And that felt like a good, strong part of the episode. Now, Oliver's, the villain they faced this week was not my favorite. She was basically the knockoff of the Black Canary, who somehow got a hold of everything the Black Canary had. And she just seemed like a really, really stupid kiddie villain. She's only a 16-year-old. How did she become a highly trained assassin? Nobody knows, but she was able to put up with a lot of the our heroes for a while, even though she's only like 16. It was really weird. But despite that, despite the tonal weirdness of the whole entire episode, in the whole entire plot involving the fake Canary, this episode was good in a way. It was calmed down from the last week's, but I liked this episode. I really did, even though it had its issues. And so really, I'd give the Canary Cry an 8.2 out of 10. I'm not saying it's the best episode of Arrow ever. I'm not saying it's the worst, but it gave us some closure for Laurel, gave us some good flashbacks involving Laurel and Oliver, and it was actually a little bit emotional. And I criticize Arrow for being over emotional a lot, but for some reason I didn't mind it this time. So I'd give Arrow Canary Cry a 8.2 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I know I've enjoyed reviewing Arrow, and I hope you like this video and subscribe. And if you want more, I upload reviews basically every week. So this has been Jonesy from Jonesy TV signing off.